Just announced. Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor to marry at the royal palace, full schedule confirmed. A palace announcement the world expected. But not like this. Not so soon. Not with such grandeur. And not with so many unanswered questions swirling behind those golden gates. Because behind the tradition, the formality, the majestic halls of Madrid's royal palace, lies a story of love, of duty, of family tension, and of a young woman preparing to step into history as both bride and future queen. Tonight, we take you inside the most important royal wedding of this generation, not only revealing the full schedule, hour by hour, moment by moment, but also the emotions, the hidden conflicts, and the dazzling symbolism behind every detail. The story begins not with the announcement, but with the silence that preceded it. For months, the Spanish royal family had remained quiet. Whispers of an engagement hovered across Europe. Cameras caught fleeting glances, a ring that wasn't confirmed, gestures that seemed more than friendship. Yet, the palace said nothing. Until today. The world woke up to a single statement. Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor of Spain will marry in a ceremony to be held at the royal palace, the very heart of Spain's monarchy. And not just that, the palace confirmed the full schedule. But why here? Why now? And why in a moment so charged with political and emotional significance? Let's go deeper. The Royal Palace of Madrid is not merely a building. It is Spain's living symbol of monarchy, the seat of history, of wars fought and won, of alliances built, of traditions upheld through centuries. Hosting Leonor's wedding there is not just about beauty. It's about power. It's about telling Spain and the world, the crown is strong, the future is secure, and the monarchy is unshakable. But there is another layer. For Leonor, this is personal. This is where her father, King Felipe, took his oath. This is where she stood as heir, sworn in front of Parliament, her destiny sealed. And now, it will also become the place where she vows not only her crown, but her heart. The schedule begins with a detail so striking that it has left royal watchers stunned. On the morning of the wedding, Leonor will leave Zarzuela Palace with her father and mother, traveling not in a private car, but in a royal carriage through the streets of Madrid. Yes, a procession, open, visible, symbolic. A gesture of unity between the people and their future queen. Security will be tight, but the emotion will be raw. Spaniards will line the streets. Flags will wave. Tears will flow. And the world will watch. Inside the palace, the ceremony itself will unfold with layers of symbolism. The groom will arrive first, entering through the grand staircase, accompanied by his family. All eyes will be on their attire, their expressions, the tension between families, because weddings are not just about two people. They are about two dynasties, two legacies merging under one crown. Then comes the moment. Princess Leonor, radiant, draped in a gown designed in secret, rumored to blend Spanish tradition with modern elegance. Her veil, we're told, will be anchored by a tiara not seen in decades, a piece once worn by Queen Sofia, symbolizing continuity and unbroken lineage. When she steps into that chamber, history itself will seem to rise. The vows, carefully curated, rehearsed, but deeply personal. Leonor is known for her poise, her discipline, her calm under pressure. But this is where her voice will shake, where her humanity will shine through, where millions watching will see not just a princess, not just a future queen, but a woman in love. And yet, behind the splendor, questions loom. Who was invited? Who was left out? Which royals from Europe will sit closest? Will Prince Christian of Denmark, often whispered about in connection to Leonor, stand near the altar? And what of the British royals, still fractured, still struggling with unity? Each placement, each glance, each smile will be dissected, because in royal language, nothing is accidental. After the vows, the celebration moves to the palace gardens. A reception unlike any other. Thousands of guests, dignitaries, world leaders, and royals from across Europe will gather. And here lies another curiosity loop, the menu. Spanish tradition demands a royal feast that reflects the nation's pride. Expect dishes from every region, wines aged in royal cellars, and a cake so large it will take days to prepare. But more than the food, it's the toasts that matter. King Philippe's words, Queen Letitia's pride, the groom's family's message, all will reveal the hidden dynamics of the union. Then, the dance. The first dance. Princess Leonor and her groom before the world. A choreography rehearsed, but intimate. Their eyes locked, the music swelling. The crowd silent, cameras flashing. This moment, too, will not just be about romance. It will be about legacy. For every queen begins her reign not just with a crown, but with a gesture that defines her. Leonor's dance will be studied, remembered, immortalized. The schedule confirms fireworks above Madrid, a spectacle of light across the skies, symbolizing joy, renewal, hope. But for those closest to Leonor, the quiet moments matter most. A stolen smile with her sister Sophia. A tear on her mother's cheek. A proud yet bittersweet glance from her father, knowing that while he is still king, his daughter has begun her own reign, her own chapter, her own destiny. And beyond the beauty, beyond the spectacle, lies the heart of the matter. What does this wedding mean for Spain? For Europe? For monarchy itself? Because in an era of uncertainty, of questioning tradition, of challenging power, this union stands as a declaration. A declaration that the crown is not relic, but relevance. Not past, but future. The world will talk about her gown. About the guests. About the jewels and the feast. But history will remember something else, the look on her face, the strength in her voice, the dignity with which she carried her nation on her wedding day. And yet, one final curiosity remains. The palace released the schedule. But what of the honeymoon? Where will Spain's future queen begin her private journey, away from the cameras, away from the world's gaze? That, for now, remains a mystery. And perhaps that is the most powerful statement of all. Because even queens deserve a moment of silence, a moment of secrecy, a moment of love unobserved. This is more than a wedding. This is the crowning of a new era. A royal promise not only made at the altar, but carried in the hearts of millions. Princess Leonor, bride, daughter, heir, and queen-to-be, stepping into the story she was born to write. And when the last guest leaves, when the fireworks fade, when the palace doors close, one truth will remain. Spain has witnessed history, and the world has seen the beginning of its future queen's reign, not with a coronation, but with a vow.